Will it save me time and cut down on my kitchen work?
That is one of its chief values.
What is up, gangsters? My name is Beansy, and today we are trying a meal prep kit. Doesn't really matter which one. I assume they're all the same. To be honest, I don't really have high hopes for this. My best friend gave this me because his mom bought it and then, I don't know, left town or something. I have a meal prep kit that I didn't pay for. And whoever it is that has this lime green logo, they didn't pay me to do this either. I just get to make this in the worst way possible because I worked a 12-hour shift, and instead of just doing something easy, I'm going to make an incredibly complicated dish in what it says 25 minutes. And I'm actually a pretty good cook, but this is complicated for a midweek meal. I guess we'll see what it's like in 25 minutes. Magically make it appear.
But we still couldn't be sure, because after all, the proof of the pudding is in the eating.
Alright, here we are. I followed the recipe for the most part. I made plenty of mistakes. What are they? Some of this breadcrumb was supposed to go into everything. I just tossed the potatoes in it because it calls for like no oil in parchment paper. So I felt it needed all of the help. Let's see how it is. Well, it needs salt. It probably should have been tossed in oil before it was tossed in the herb breadcrumb mixture, but what do I know? Chicken meatballs, you're supposed to put the white cream on top, and I did. It's okay. I didn't roll it into balls because ground chicken is just a pain in the butt to deal with, so I just kind of made them into like dollop-like shapes. I just picked it up and plopped it down in roughly equal portions.
Carol was feeling terribly efficient, so there was no time wasted in idleness. We got started on the salad.
Now for the salad. The salad dressing came out pretty thin. Here's my issue with spinach salad. This tiny little bit of spinach is about the size that the human body can digest of spinach. These other ones are closer to adult size and a lot more fibrous, and your body just doesn't digest that. So you don't get all of the great nutrients in it unless you blanch it. I don't know what to tell you. Spinach salad, I think, is a waste of time. Spinach is something that should be cooked and eaten. What do I know? The lemon juice thins it out way too much. And the sour cream is surprisingly thin. Probably because it's a low-fat sour cream. The mayonnaise, it sucks. It's not a good salad dressing. Mostly because it's thin. Oh, the amount of dishes. Well, the amount of garbage, the sheer amount of garbage, all the little plastic packages is pretty ridiculous for one meal of two. Like, just loads. Like, everything came in a little package. Little plastic package. Celery in a little plastic package. If it was paper, the spinach and the celery wouldn't mind that. Yeah, the dill really doesn't like that either. So, and everything is made in... Like, this dressing is made in a little bowl. This dressing is made in a little bowl. And then you toss it in another bowl because like, I didn't look ahead in the recipe to see that it... I probably should have thought of that, but... Might have been a little more difficult to mix in a larger bowl. So I've got a mediocre dinner. It probably isn't going to fill me. Because I'm not an office worker. And now I have an obscene amount of dishes to do. At like 2 in the morning.
How did you happen to change over to this modern way of cooking?
Well, it didn't just happen.
I had plenty of time. Like, I wasn't really rushed. I got through everything and had a minute or two here and there. But for your average home cook, like, this is going to be like a prep gauntlet. Not many people are used to prepping and cooking all of these things unless you took into account the preheat time, which I really didn't. I preheated the oven and did my intro. So I guess that gives you a few more minutes to get everything done. But I waited until the oven was ready and then I blasted everything out. So that gives you a few more minutes depending on how long it takes your oven to heat up. This is a terrible salad. Spinach and tomato. Sucks. I had a coconut beef curry. I could have had minimal effort, almost no extra dishes, and had a really, really, really good supper. Whatever. This was free.
Oh, the poor woman. I know how she feels.
So if you ever see me doing a meal kit in the future, I'm telling you to put in the code down below. Just know I'm only doing it for the money. I don't believe in this. I don't think it's sustainable for the future. I don't think these businesses are going to last much longer. I actually did get an offer from one of the companies. They were going to give me free food and then try and sell stuff to you guys, which nobody was going to buy. Because why would you? Yeah, don't buy this stuff. You can really just watch a recipe video, go buy your stuff, and it'll end up being around the same amount of money, and you'll have extra ingredients left over. I think this is just horrifically wasteful. Not only on my end that I get to see here, but in my mind's eye where I see this business making all of these wasteful decisions behind the scenes. They may claim that it's less wasteful. The amount of extra plastics and packaging and the amount of stuff that they throw away on their end, just because you may not be throwing away on your end, they're definitely throwing away 3 times the amount that you're getting. 100%. I'd say it's probably even closer to 5 or 6%, or 5 or 6 times. That's an insane amount of waste. Don't like or subscribe or anything. Watch another video. I don't have anything else like this. Stick around for more. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Well, that's all there is. There isn't any more. Or is there?